Hey guys! I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Boom Shaka and I welcome you to my channel. As you can hear, there's a lot of noises going on in the background. Scooters and birds, loads of birds. I love that about Chiang Mai. There's always a lot of different songbirds in the morning. Just makes me so happy. As I said, if you want to support me further, you can do that by going to my Ko-fi or Patreon link. They're in the description below. And in this video, I wanted to speak to you guys about why Chiang Mai for me. I've done a couple of videos on this in the past, but I actually wanted to share a couple of observations that I've had in the last couple of days talking with random people and realizing there's a deeper reason to why I love Chiang Mai so much. No matter where I go, no matter where I settle down eventually, I am sure of it that Chiang Mai is going to be one of my home bases forever. It's not just the fact that the energy here is so perfectly aligned with me, but also I noticed that, and I think it's because of the fact that this is a very mainly Buddhist country, but also Chiang Mai itself has hundreds of temples. Every single corner has some sort of temple or shrine. Obviously, every restaurant that you go to will have a beautiful shrine outside, which allows you to share in that gratitude for life in general, with beautiful flowers and decorations. But every single corner almost has a beautiful temple, like a real big, beautiful temple, and with all of these monks meditating and sending all this good energy out into the ether. So, and also the main mountain here has a temple right on top of it or on the side of it. And so that temple itself is sending all this goodness, all this energy, all this positivity into the realm as well. And so I noticed that because of all of this, obviously, meditation energy and a lot of this Buddhist kind of self-acceptance energy, I noticed that there is this tendency for me specifically to feel an instant sort of self-acceptance as soon as I land into Chiang Mai. I don't know how to explain it, and I'm going to do the best job as I can. Not because I want you guys all to move to Chiang Mai. I mean, it would be nice if you did. I think you would enjoy it. But to explain to you how important energy can be in a country. Actually, I was talking to a male INFJ friend of mine, and he was talking about how he visited Cartagena, Colombia, and Medellin, Colombia. So he went to those two places because he's looking for a place to move to. And he noticed, obviously, Medellin, the energy was fine, he liked it, it was aligned with what he wanted. And then he went to Cartagena, and he noticed how deadening the energy was for him. And he did a little bit of research and realized that it used to be a slave port, and the energy of that, you know, people fighting over slaves or bidding on each other and being sold off into slavery and living those kind of lives of desperation and just negativity. All of that energy is obviously still stayed over in the atmosphere of Cartagena, and he went in and he felt that, and he couldn't stay there. And he just felt like he had to leave right away. I have been to Cartagena as well, and I can absolutely attest to that. The energy there is just off somehow. Now, I'm not saying that everyone's going to feel it. Obviously, some people don't care about that stuff. But for me, as soon as I go to a new country, and I travel a lot, as you guys might imagine, just because it happens that way. I don't know if I actually want to travel that much anymore. But I have ended up traveling a lot in the past few years, and I've noticed that every single time I go to a new country, that's my first thing. What is the energy like? How does it feel to me to be in this new country? What do I feel like? How do I like it? Do I like being in this energy, or do I want to just run away? Toronto, on the other hand, also has a very good energy. And that's one of the reasons why I could totally imagine myself making Toronto my half home base and then Chiang Mai my half home base. So 6 months here, 6 months there, avoiding the winter as much as possible, staying for autumn, for the fall, and then coming back here in like October, November. But as I said, like I think about this a lot, especially when I travel, especially when I move from country to country. I'm always looking for that other place, for other places in general that have a good energy that I can align myself with, that I can go into and feel like, you feel that sense of relief and that sense of the sense of just, oh, okay, cool, I'm home. I'm here and I'm home and I'm alive and I can be myself here and I can be whoever I want to be and no one's going to judge me and no one's going to care. And that's another one of the reasons why I think I love Chiang Mai so much. Not so much Bangkok or any other part of Thailand really. The islands, not so much. Bangkok, definitely not so much. Chiang Rai or anything like that. Like not really any other place except Chiang Mai specifically. As I said, because of all the temples, because of all the monks, because of all the meditation energy, that really makes me happy. All the Buddhism, all the self-acceptance. There's a general sense of accepting what life throws at you. And you'll notice that a lot, and that difference is very palpable when you go driving around on your scooter or your car on the streets of Chiang Mai. There's a specific traffic light that lasts for 15 freaking minutes, almost 15 minutes. It's very long. You sit there and you think to yourself, I am wasting my life away here. I am sitting here and my life is slowly slipping away, me sitting here in this smog-filled traffic light. And you'll notice that not even a single person will honk their horn or get impatient. All the people around you, and that's one of the reasons why I love it, because I learn from Chiang Maiers all the time, the locals specifically. And they sit on their bikes, their motorbikes. They'll switch off their motorbikes because they know it's a long light, and they'll pull out their phone. They'll just start browsing on their phone, chilling out, as if they're chilling out on a beach somewhere or in a restaurant. They're just absolutely relaxed, as if they have nowhere else to be. And there's really nowhere they can go. They're stuck in a traffic light, so that's a great attitude to have. But they'll just be sitting there for minutes on end. And you can see all the foreigners getting impatient and like tapping their fingers or looking at the lights, looking here, looking there, and getting impatient. You can see the agitation in them. And the Chiang Maiers, locals, are just absolutely chilled out. They're just relaxed. They're chatting with each other if they're on a motorbike with someone else. Or you'll notice people on motorbikes chatting with each other on separate motorbikes, or just like relaxed and on their phone. And they know when they know how the traffic light system works, so they know when they need to start getting ready again. And at that point, you'll see them turn on their motorbikes again and put their phones away and get ready and go into alert mode. But until that point, they know they're not going anywhere and there's no need to get agitated about it. It's a traffic light. You know exactly how long it's going to last. And everyone who's lived in Chiang Mai for a little bit of time knows how long that traffic light takes. It takes forever. And so why agitate yourself? Why not accept the fact that you're here and just relax into it? And that's, again, something that you'll notice when you move through life in Chiang Mai, is that everything is very relaxed. So people will just close their restaurants randomly on days that they just don't want to go to work or they don't feel like it, and so randomly restaurants are closed or pharmacies are closed or things are closed where you're like, I thought it was supposed to be open today. And of course the reasoning is, well, I just didn't feel like going to work, or I just didn't feel right, or I was sick, or whatever it might be. And they don't worry about that stuff. It makes me feel like when I'm around that kind of energy, it makes me feel a little bit more self-accepting, also accepting of general fate in general, just relaxing about what's going on in the world around me, because I'm like, well, you can't really control it anyways. Again, obviously there's like negative aspects to this, because they are so accepting of the fact that fate or destiny is going to take its course anyways. They don't wear helmets and they don't care about accidents that much, because they're like, well, if I'm going to die in an accident, I'm going to die anyways, so what's the point of worrying about it, or things like that. And so that, in that way, I don't know if that's a positive way or a positive thing. Maybe it is true. It's just fate. You're going to die when you're going to die, so why worry about it? So there's many different things that, as I said, I love about Chiang Mai, but I think it's the Buddhist nature of it, the Buddhist culture, the temples, the faith, the belief, the self-acceptance, the acceptance of fate in general. All of that just creates a very relaxed atmosphere for me to live in here. And I noticed that instantaneously, as soon as I go anywhere outside of Chiang Mai, I notice myself tensing up again, because obviously, again, there is a sense of, oh my God, there is a different way of living in the rest of the world. I notice this when I go back to Toronto, that my time speeds up again. In Chiang Mai, I notice that time slows down. It slows down immensely, and so that it feels like a day lasts forever. Whereas in Toronto, I'll get up in the morning and then I'll go to sleep at night, and I'll be like, oh my god, that felt like 5 hours. Where did the time go? Another thing that I notice about Chiang Mai is that because there's this general sense of acceptance, people just don't bother each other with different things. So I can walk around looking like pretty much a bum all day long if I want to, or I can dress up if I want to, but no one really gives a rat's ass. They don't look at you or judge you, or if they do, I don't know, because they are speaking in a different language, so that actually helps as well. So in that regard also, there's like this sense of relaxing. I don't have to worry about showing up in a brand name. I am not that I would otherwise, but in Toronto I can notice that difference, or in any other part of the world, European countries, where I'm just like, consumerism all of a sudden hits me, and I feel impelled or compelled to start wearing nicer clothes, start wearing shoes without holes in them, or t-shirts without holes in them, things like that. Whereas here it doesn't bother me as much because no one really cares and no one looks at you in that way. I mean, I'll notice people on the streets walking around in their pajamas, getting food and doing all that stuff. So there's this general sense of relaxation that I notice within myself whenever I come to Chiang Mai. I know I talk about this a lot and maybe you guys are tired of it, but I just really want to share with you guys, if you are ever thinking about coming here, I do recommend it because it is a general sense of calming down. The nervous system calms down. I notice my nervous system calms down, and it just becomes so relaxed and just accepting of everything that's happening around. Not that I'm saying I'm a complete monk here, obviously. I have moments where I just get really angry. But in general, I would say there is a general sense of relaxing within me because of the atmosphere, the energy of this place. I hope I've explained myself to you guys. I hope that it made sense. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please comment below and I'll do a follow-up video. I wish I could share the energy with you guys from here, but I can't. I can just give you a sense of it. And if you guys are interested in supporting me further, you can do that by going to my Ko-fi link. The link is in the description below. And thank you so much for staying with me, and I shall see you guys next time around. Bye for now.